Welcome to Specify. This video will demonstrate how to move and synonymize a node on a tree in Specify. The geography, taxon, storage, lithostratigraphy, and chronostratigraphy tables in Specify are graphically depicted as trees. Let's take a look at them. I open my trees by clicking the Trees button on the taskbar. And under Open Tree is a list of my available trees. I am using herpetology for this example, and that is why I do not see lithostratigraphy or chronostratigraphy listed. I'm going to open the taxon tree by clicking taxon in the sidebar. The first thing I would like to point out is that the column headings on the tree are the taxon ranks, and each individual value or datum on the tree is referred to as a node. The first time that trees open, they are not expanded. Now by default, Specify will open a tree to the last node that was selected. So if you are working in a tree and close it down, it will open to that same spot the next time you open the tree, unless you change this in the user preferences. So that is something that you can change in the user preferences. One of the easiest ways to expand a tree is to use the Find tool, and that is found at the bottom of the workspace. If it is not open for your tree, simply type Control F and it will open for you. I want to find a taxon to open my tree, so I type it in and then I say Find. Now you may notice this exact, which has a checkbox. If you do not check that box, then Specify automatically puts in a wildcard for you, so you do not have to type in the entire term. I'm going to say Find, and the tree expands all the way to my term. Both moving and synonymizing are accomplished by dragging and dropping nodes in the tree. Let's demonstrate moving first. I click on the node and hold down my mouse key, then drag it to another node where I want it moved, and let go of the mouse key. A pop-up lets me know exactly what I'm about to do and lets me cancel or accept the move, and I'm going to accept the move. Please bear in mind when editing the trees that a lot is happening behind the scenes programmatically, so it can take a moment or two, especially if you have a very large tree. Also, there are some rules that do apply. You cannot skip enforced ranks, and when synonymizing, anything above species can only be synonymized within a rank. In other words, I could not synonymize an order with a class. I would have to synonymize it within an order, within the same rank. Let's take a look at synonymy. One additional rule when synonymizing is that you may not synonymize a node that has a child or drop a child onto a synonymized node. Now, a child node is anything that belongs to another node. So in other words, this genus would be a child of this family, and this family would then be a parent to this child. You can tell a node is a parent when it has an expand button. I'm going to expand that and scroll over. So the rule says that only these species may be synonymized because they do not have any children. They are a child node only, and so I may synonymize them. Now you may be wondering, what do I do if I want to synonymize this node with something way down the tree? Well, we have got a great solution. You can split your screen by clicking on the Split View button on the right on the toolbar, and it is a mirror image. So in other words, if I expand a rank in either of these screens, it will appear on the other screen. but I can move the screen independently. So I'm going to scroll over, and there's my species. Now I want to open another species. To synonymize to. So I'm going to take the top species and drag it down and drop it onto a species on the bottom screen. And a pop-up appears asking me if this is really what I want to do, and I can either cancel or choose to create the synonymy. And now I can see that the node I synonymized shows that the preferred name is different. And if I simply hold my mouse onto that species name, it tells me what the preferred name is. And if I go down to that node on the tree, I see what the synonym is by simply holding my mouse on that node. To undo a synonymy, select the node by clicking on it, and then use your right mouse button to bring up a context menu, and then click on Undo Synonymy. And to go back to a single screen, simply click on the Close Bottom View button on the toolbar. And that concludes the video for moving and synonymizing in the trees in Specify. Thank you for watching.